Hey you guys, and welcome back to the Kayjo Styles Hair Show. Today we're going to be adding in some dimension with this client. She also has a little bit of a gray patch right in the front, so we're going to be putting some gray coverage over that and then helping her natural hair blend a little bit more with the extensions. So the plan of action here is going to be just foiling around her extensions. I did her move up previously to this, so I'm just going to be sectioning off this top part, and this is what I call basically like a partial or a mini highlight, and I'm going to be just going around her extension line where it is right here, adding in a money piece, and then doing her frontals like by her temples and her ears, so kind of by where her sideburns would be. So I'm going to be starting, and I'm not going to be adding a ton of color in here. She already has some. We just need to add a little bit more to help break up some of the dark pieces on this top half of her head. So I'm going to be doing just basically transitioning through a traditional highlight to a really chunky highlight because she's wanting a lot of like dimension, ribbony pieces in here. So we're going to be adding a subsection in between these sections as well. So like I said, we're going to do traditional highlight, leave a good amount for a subsection, and then in that next section take a chunkier, more ribbony piece of hair. Alright, so right here you can see this is a chunkier highlight. I also have been back combing in my previous videos. If you've watched them, you'll know this, but I always back comb even in highlights just because I feel like it gives me a really great insurance to make sure everything is blurred, nothing is going to be harsh, and then it makes it just so much easier when I go to put a root on a client. So, like I said, back combing, and then we're going to be switching off between this more of a chunkier, ribbony type of weave versus a traditional highlight weave. For my setup today, I'm going to be using the JZ Styles foils. These are the Wrap It Up foils, I believe. I totally could just be wrong. But I absolutely love these foils for highlighting. I think they're great. I'm also using my blonding brush by JZ Styles and their comb as well. I absolutely love their weaving comb. They've got a really great long tip to it, so it helps me when I'm weaving, especially like bigger sections and things like that. So if you guys have not shopped at JZ Styles yet, you definitely need to. I will link their website in the description box below. And as you can see right here, I'm going to be pinning back the extensions, and I'm going to just be foiling this small piece here. Basically, this is just going to help break up anything around her face because we want her face to be nice and bright and move these blondes up. So I'm going to be doing just basically your traditional baby light right here. This weaving comb is from Amazon. I absolutely love it for any baby lighting that I do. It's got a really nice long tail that's also metal, so I feel like it's very, very sturdy. It's cut my weaving time in half, which has been amazing. I feel like this is how I've been able to get quicker with my foiling. So I'm just going to be feathering up into that root using that brush, and then we'll just keep going up into that hairline until we hit that extension. So we're just going to go up at this vertical way. I'm going to do those foils all the way up. So right here, I'm touching up that gray spot that you guys saw earlier. I am using 10-minute color gels in 3N and 2NW. I have loved the 10-minute color gel series, but I'm really not a fan of permanent color on my clients unless they are dark forever, if you know what I mean. Trying to lift out permanent color is just such a pain. So I put the 10-minute color gel on that specific spot, and then we use shades EQ in 2NW and 3NW for the rest of her hairline and everything like that. We did not touch her extensions. We are only rooting where we put her lightener as well. And then for her end toner, we put all over a 6GI, 5NW, and then another 6NA just to help cancel out any warmth. She pulled really, really warm. Ethnic hair usually does, so we always want to make sure we're putting something in there to help kind of counteract any brassiness or any orangey tones. She did want to be a really warm caramely color, so that was great, but we still wanted to add just a little bit of an ash in there just to make sure there isn't anything super orange that we can't be canceled out. All right, you guys, this is her after. We are absolutely loving it. It's really great just to kind of help blend any dark pieces, give her some ribbony pieces and things like that. So anyways, you guys, that is it for this video, and I will see you on the next one.